5 weeks to go, and it's all getting too personal and nasty. That's the claim from a leading figure in the campaign to leave the EU, who's warning Tories on the other side of the argument not to pursue a scorched earth policy.
I think the Remain campaign is losing the arguments. They've realised they can't talk about the renegotiation because it really didn't achieve anything. They know they can't make a noble case for the supremacy of EU law, EU citizenship and so on. So they've ended up relying on fear, uncertainty and doubt, and then lashing out at people whose arguments they don't like.
His complaints? They include the response to Boris Johnson's remarks, comparing Hitler's desire to unify Europe with the intentions of the European Union.
I think the strain of the campaign is beginning to tell on him. I think his judgment is going.
Some, not all, but some of the Brexit leaders morph into UKIP.
These people who go around saying, Britain would have all the benefits of the European Union without any of the obligations.
What's the answer to the question,
That is
Johnson?
Economically illiterate.
There is a huge amount at stake in this referendum, so perhaps it's no surprise that people feel so passionate about the outcome. And whilst those who want to leave the EU are complaining about personal attacks, there have been some pretty strong words on their side of the argument too.
And I think all this talk of World War III and bubonic plague is totally demented, frankly.
Lord Hasseltine's a frightful old humbug who divided the Conservative Party more than anybody else in our modern history, and a period of silence on his part would be welcome.
I must say, it's always good to hear voices from the past. I'd be grateful if they remained in the past.
The Prime Minister has appealed to the opposing factions in his party to treat one another with respect and courtesy. He knows personal attacks will make it even harder to unite his party after this referendum. And some fear the wider damage to the public debate.
A blue-on-blue slugfest won't help anybody make the right decision. It demeans politics, it demeans the whole campaign. That's why I'm absolutely determined to be positive.
But it's a tight race, and no one expects it to get any less heated between now and June the 23rd. Carole Walker, BBC News, Westminster.